to log out. Oh, is that Jack? Who is that?
That was Mom.
Oh, it's Mom. It's Mother. Mother, may I?
No.
No. You sound like a mom. No. No.
I had almost 24 years of experience in wrangling a bunch of cranky fucks.
Motherhood, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch of 30-something-year-old gamers.
You probably, yeah, I'm sure you're grandmotherhood now.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Actual kid is only 7.
What? How old are you? Because I swore you were older than that.
Yeah, I'm only about 40. I'll be 47 next month.
Oh, you're a young chick. Okay.
But I've been wrangling a bunch of wolves now for ages.
All
Wolves.
right, folks. Quiet on the set.
No.
Quiet.
Yeah, let God.
What?
Oh. Oh, it's Lomi. Hey, Lomi.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. 8 years plus and still running. Who would have ever thought they'd last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Slowly loading shit.
Ah, okay. He made it, like,
Slow loading shit.
on the wrong mic. You still got the
I'm
wrong
aware
mic.
of that. I'm loading shit.
Jack's running in here like a bat out of hell. So what's going on with the radio? Why is the radio not doing what it's supposed to do? I hate when that happens.
Dun, dun, dun.
There he is. Let's get Jack on camera. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Monday, March 6th, 2023, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. As we pull this up and get Jack on camera. As soon as his camera comes
That's
in.
not
There it
him.
is. There he is.
Oh, he's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Are you with us?
Well, I'm trying to connect to audio, but
Your audio's good.
that's
We
not,
hear you.
Yep.
Hold
We
on.
hear you.
Let me disconnect and reconnect. No, you can hear me because it's going through the mic, but the speakers are projecting the audio. But
Well,
I mean,
sounds like you keep switching. That's what it sounds like.
I was trying to.
Don't mind us. Technical difficulties Monday.
No, it's more. Let's start loading thing at 12:01.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything yet. I don't nothing.
Huh.
Giveaways
Okay.
open.
You're low volume there.
Yeah, he's playing with his mics and all that good stuff. There we go. Now we've got radio.
Not live yet.
He's not live on his stream. That's why you're not seeing him there, Tina. He's barely live on this side. But hope everybody had a good weekend. I want to guess that Jack went to the fair, and maybe he'll regale us with some stories here in just a minute. But Red Dragon hit us up with a sub to get started with. So Red Dragon, you know you get a choice. Do we stop and do what we do, or we want to do some news for Red Dragon?
I don't know. I just clicked the go live button on my side.
What?
But I have to deal with all this, everything coming from my.
I can't hear him.
That's because he's having audio problems.
Oh, you should fix him.
It's going through my Yeti.
Well,
Fix?
Red Dragons is a known marbles hater, just like Led Zepp. So Led Zepp, you're going to be lucky. We're not going to be doing any marbles right off the bat.
All right.
Oh, we're just doing marbles. He doesn't know about it.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. You're live.
I'm almost out of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Well, it sucks to be you.
Well, I mean, I didn't get any right before the show like I normally do because I was occupado.
I recently went shopping, grocery shopping, and I got 8 12-packs of zero sugar cherry Dr. Pepper and 8 2 liters.
Nice.
Are you taking out?
The bundles are not yet open yet
Oh.
because I've got to find that tab. So,
All right. Well, once the giveaways are all open.
Get it together, Jack.
Hey, I'm working here.
I don't care.
Fucking
You're on
meeting.
our time now.
Okay.
I'm
Giveaway
being
bundles
lighter.
are now open on my stream.
And his stream is now live. So you can
Yes.
enter giveaways on both streams. Finally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
What happens when you have a real job? You got to dedicate your time.
I did see a former Portnip employee at Fair.
Oh, Portland.
Oh,
Who's
really?
that?
Gixie
Yes.
or List?
Which
Neither.
one?
I said Gix or
Neither.
List?
Neither one of those.
Neither one of
Damn.
those.
No.
Well, who then?
Definitely not Lum. Keep guessing.
Oh, do tell.
Well, I just saw them. I didn't talk to them.
What?
Oh,
Didn't
okay.
talk to him?
They now work at Cloud Imperium Games. Or
Oh,
the last
really?
I heard they worked there.
I
Very
don't know what that
interesting.
is.
Yeah. But people now think some people now think that I have a 10-year-old child for some odd reason, and I don't know why.
Mini me.
Yeah.
Someone in game said Twitch is just cam girls in clothing. Which game you talking about? Must be in the other game.
Stymie got it right with one of those guesses. Nope, not Barrack.
No, the only one I know
It
is
was
Serafina.
Serafina, huh? Okay.
Yeah, she was wearing a blonde wig and other things.
Other things.
Yeah, Serafina was always fun to hang out with. It's just one of those super fun community people.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving right along. We've got some interesting stuff to talk about. Of course, I've got to laugh at the hypocrisy. So let's get right down to it. Gonna start with make a difference, because we're not making a difference like we should be making a difference.
Wait. See, I don't have anything loaded yet, so.
What are you waiting for? You've been here long enough.
Hold on. I got to scroll through and. and open like the 57 tabs that you just posted for today. So we're making not a difference. I bought myself the water package, and I'm quite content with the water cloak. Not only its looks, but especially for the not very useful but funny magical properties it has. Now, I would consider to buy an Earth package too, yet with only 2 items in the Earth tab and the Earth cloak having no magical properties whatsoever, I put that on hold until something changes.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Could the Earth cloak extend the duration of the blowing leaves emote, similar like the water cloak extends the duration of the rain emote, or allow to grow the Reaper sapling into a young Reaper that would not just be deco but commandable like a dog and have some combat abilities over a larger amount of time and lots of watering? Or add +1 to fruit harvest while wearing the cloak, or +1% added seeds harvested additionally to the fruit, or make everyone else slower in muddy, marshy terrain except the wearer of the Earth cloak. And it's like, this is a duplicate of the thread here. Please do not create multiple threads for the same topic.
Okay, so this was yesterday in March. So let's go to the duplicate.
Yes, the duplicate created
Store stuff
a month ago, or a month and a half
3
ago.
months ago, January.
And this was posted in the game discussion versus the other one made in the feedback. I found the water cloak to give an extended duration to the rain emote in the store. However, I found no cloak that would do the same for the snowy emote. Vault in weight, and the earth cloak in the charity store does not have anything listed that it influences. Yes. Yeah. Here's a link to the snowflake cloak that was a pledge reward. Or not pledge reward, was a supposed to only be available to those that paid $5 or
It was a
more during
telethon
a
reward.
Yeah.
It was the only item during that telethon that made it into the game.
Yeah.
The telethon where they only made $25,000.
Well, there were two different versions of the snowflake cloak.
Which one are they referring to here?
The first one, the first snowflake cloak only made like 25,000.
Yeah, this is the one. The second one was this is the original.
Yeah. And then the second one, actually, that's not the original. That's the second one, I think.
No, if you click on the first link actually brings you to the original snowflake cloak.
The minimum of 25,000 is raised. Yes. Yeah. From 2016.
But
and
anyway,
they only raised 28,000 for that one. And someone is at my garage. Computer, show garage.
Alexis.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great stuff, man. You know, you can just tell it to show the cameras where you want to see them. That's all. I love this shit, man.
It's the friend that is here. She is back, I guess. Is
Heather gone already?
Yeah, Heather already flew back out because she has to work.
Heather be thy name.
Yeah. And then after that, her roommate Jay is still here. So yeah. And then after that,
Tina. Yeah, well, let's get to the next topic then, which is wish list, queue for review and processing.
Wish list, queue for review and processing. Computer, stop. Just the other day, I was wondering what Catnip thought of all the wish list posts. Were they being ignored or were they looking into any of them? I found myself wanting some sort of official list of things that Catnip was actually considering. Feedback is key, or people will just give up. I am glad to see Catnip has an official thread for ideas and that they are either researching or currently developing. It is key that Catnip at least look into some of the ideas. People don't want to feel like Catnip doesn't care about all about the players' ideas. I just thank Catnip for listening and providing feedback. Hi, Sigalian. Ravelok is a very caring manager of our wishlist posts. He has been working diligently to see that there is a process to make them get the due process they deserve. Ravelox, perhaps someone can link his post regarding wishlist ideas from me. I am guilty of not always following the guidelines when I get an idea inside of someone else's wish list. I need to work on that. It sounds like you know already of the process. I may have misread. Anyway, it's good to know our ideas are being heard. Burrs Molly. Turnaround time is just slow. Vendor search took what? 6 years of requesting to get implementation?
So basically, we have time to search the forums to find that duplicate thread, but we don't have times to go through the thread and say, hey, not going to happen. Be done with it so we don't get a duplicate thread, right? We took the time to actually search the forums to find this, but we're not sticking to the, hey, we have this form now. We have this, idea. We're going to go ahead and take all these ideas, and anyone that's good, we're going to give it a JIRA, and we're going to let you know. Well, you know how many of those have actually happened since they said they were going to do this a month and a half ago? The big donut. The big donut. You know how many Ask a Dev questions have been answered since the original 3? The big donut.
Are you sure about that?
You know how much additional information we're going to be posting on social media because we want to keep you informed since we said we were going to do that back in January?
Very, very little.
None.
When's the last time at Shroud of Avatar tweeted? March 1st. March 1st.
Player login rewards.
Yeah.
Leprechaun.
Yes. It's like, hey, we're going to be more open with our communications. But it's hard when you've got like a lot of volunteer staff. It's hard, dude.
Well, Ravlox is not just a community manager, but he's also 300 other things. So,
Yes.
either shit or get off the pot. He's been promising us maps for over 3 years now. He's been promising to finish, a basement or a dungeon that's been in the works for well over a year now. He's been promising. I mean, not for nothing. Yeah.
Did you cover? Did you cover where Chris was?
No, I'm not even getting into that.
Did you see that Chris took another vacation for 8 days?
Yeah, I saw that.
8 days in DC where he hit all the museums, and he was like a block and a half away from the White House. Yeah.
Sounds like the president.
Well,
maybe they're meeting up or something.
maybe. But yeah, it's one where it's like,
I'd like to know where all the money comes for all these trips. I really would.
Probably his wife.
Oh,
his wife, more than likely. The real question: am I broadcasting audio on my stream?
I'm guessing nobody's complained about it.
So, like, the mixer is not showing anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it is for you. So Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Did your mixer
Yes.
go belly up?
Yeah, my mixer was shit. I don't know why it decided to choose something that is definitely wrong.
That's what happens when you're switching those mics all the time.
Well, it's supposed to just be default, man.
How many times I got to tell you? Default doesn't work, man.
Windows, man.
Hey,
Windows.
hey. Oh, and it's doing like some weird shit with my, like, what is, okay. It's giving like a weird ID for my microphone too. Okay, so now I should have, okay, now I have audio.
So Ridge Troll says, Laz, why don't you take the community manager position? Well, I'll tell you what there, Ridge Troll. Back in 2019, during the last convention when it was announced that Chris was the official owner of the game, I went up to Chris and I says, listen, dude, I said, aside from doing the news for the hour a day that we do the news, I pretty much don't do a whole lot of anything else. And if there's anything you need, and I mean anything that I can do to help this game, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to lend a hand, do whatever I can, you know, whether it be manage posts, be a moderator, community manager, what have you, blah, 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 blah. And I was shrugged off. Nobody took me up on it. Nobody, seemed to want, well, nobody being Chris, because that's the person I spoke to. And, it is what it is. Chris does ping me from time to time when he's got something to say about something that somebody told him we said. But aside from that,
Hey, Chris doesn't ping me, so that's good.
Richard never pinged you, Star never pinged you. They all blame me for all the shit that you say, but that comes with the territory.
And the funny part is they all also have my number.
Yeah, well, I know that, but
well, I mean, but there was a day where they were mad at you for something you said.
Well, I was rightly mad.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I went over the edge at that one point, and that was when Richard had to call me because Star was so pissed off. Star couldn't pick up the phone and call me because he was just
well, as you said, rightly pissed off.
Yeah, well, again, he was
rightly pissed off.
Yeah, I went over the edge and I fessed up to it, and of course, But out of everything else, if anybody was putting asses in seats to help this game and showcase this game, keep people updated on what's going on in this game, I think the guys who have been around for 9 years this month, 9 years and running, would be the guys you would go to who have been here, who know the community knows them. They know the intricate workings. They know the staff. They've met everybody on the team. They know everybody on the team pretty much personally. You would think they might ask, our opinions at least, as to, things that might make things better and things that might help. And of course, we have no problem voicing them here on the news because, we are critics mostly these days, as well as trying to bring you the latest from what other people have to say.
Well, Segalian, as far as bias goes, since we have invested so heavily in Portalarium, we're automatically biased. So it's one where as long as you're aware of that bias, you can be a little bit more objective. But it is one where it's like, you have to remember, it's like both Laz and myself have invested a ton of money in the success of the game.
Thousands upon thousands of dollars, not just hundreds like some people. My initial investment was in the area of about 16,000. My total investment is probably closer to 30. when all said and done. So just for clarity, and that doesn't even scratch some other whales who out there like Bridge Troll. Bridge Troll, I believe, paid what 10, 12,000 for his Lord in a Manor account, where Jack
Lord
and I,
Kyle?
where Jack and I only spent 5,200 for our Duke accounts. So just a single account, we spent $5,000+ just on a single account. Okay, back in the day.
Yeah.
And you know
And,
what it does to somebody who spent $5,000 on an account with some perks, and now you give all that away to somebody for free. It's really a kick in the shins. I'll tell you what, it really is a kick in the shins.
it's not a kick in the shins. It's a
Yeah,
little bit
well,
higher.
yeah, well,
It is a
Uh,
right in the genitalia, full force, no protection there. Then follow that up with something going right up that hole.
and Bridge Troll says no,
unlubricated.
he got it at a discount. What did you get it for?
Well,
7,000,
he got
maybe?
it for like 5,000.
But you know what? All in all, while we might be a little bit biased and we might not agree with everything that's been done, we are still here for the long haul. We're here because we have invested in the game. We want to see this succeed, and we're here to follow all the happenings so that we are abreast of the newest, latest, greatest, what's going on, how it's going on, and we want to share that with you guys and gals out there. So,
Yeah. And we are here because we did
we did
invest. We
invest,
do
yes.
have a
Absolutely, Bridge
stake
Troll.
in trying to make the game succeed, which means that, hey, we have to voice our dissent when we see bad decision after bad decision.
Especially since neither of us invested in non-voting share seed invest stock like some people did.
No.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
So the way to get our voices out there is to do what we do. And again, for the most part,
I
again,
mean,
we give kudos where kudos is due, and we criticize when criticism is due, and we complain about shit that we've been promised for years, trying to get it fixed. I mean, how long did it take to finally get rid of the heritage items? Took 2 years of us banging on it and talking to people, and finally having somebody go, well, did anybody look at how much this is making? And finally, somebody went and looked at the numbers and says, well, we ain't making shit off this. Why are we doing it? And they finally ended it. But it takes a while sometimes, and change only occurs if we keep reminding them that change needs to happen. If we don't keep sitting here reminding people, then people start to rest on their laurels, and nothing gets changed. So I hope that hounding on the map situation year in and year out will eventually get somebody off their ass to get it done so that they stop listening to us complaining about the map situation. It's just one of those things. Mom, I know you're tired of it, but you've stuck with us all these years listening to it as well, because it's
I
one of
stick
them
around
things.
because I need somebody to yell at.
Well, that's
Yes.
okay. Timmy's not enough.
No. Besides, somebody needs to tell you when you're being an idiot. You have 3 minutes to give me a bottle.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Yeah, and it also remember, if Laz and I really didn't care, we wouldn't be doing this. So,
Sir
Laz, do
Galleon
you care?
says, I was saying that if Laz was the community manager, it would make people think he was the mouthpiece for the company. Well, see, therein lies the rub. If I were to take the community manager position, I probably couldn't do the news anymore either. Because of the fact that that would be what is it? A conflict of interest, as it may be. Now, of course, at the time when Algarian became the community manager, they gave Algarian the community manager job because he was quitting his live streams that they really liked, and they were essentially paying him to continue to do the live streams underneath the Shroud of the Avatar stream. And then he became the community manager because of whatever it was. But you see what happened there. Algarian finally found his dream, and he opened a brew pub, and we haven't heard from him since. It's only
well, it's not only that, but it is one where there substantial amount of streams while Algarian was the community manager. of gameplay and everything else in those discussions?
I don't think he ever did what was
Oh,
originally asked.
no.
He did a couple, and he did them on his own. I forget. No, he actually created a whole new stream, is what he did.
Community of the Avatar or something like that. No,
Yeah,
wait,
wait.
Barrett created Community of the Avatar.
Whatever it was another
Yeah.
whole stream, which again didn't make any sense. You have this audience
Well,
out there at the Shroud of
wait.
Avatar on
Zealot,
Twitch.
he didn't really get a lot of stuff right when he did the job. He's the one that's responsible for fucking the crafting of
Artifacts.
Artifacts. That's a complete shit show.
You don't like that, huh?
Yeah.
There was
What's
nothing
wrong with
wrong
that?
with the way they were. They didn't need to be dinked with and screwed with the way they were. That's all we're saying.
Must have missed that. I don't know what they did to him.
Well,
And the banning of Fizzle, I believe that there was some actual justification for that.
The what?
Fizzle was banned. I believe there was some actual justification for that.
Is that a person? I guess it's
Yeah.
a person.
Eziola.
yeah. But let's get some actual justification for getting Mom some bottles. How about that?
Oh yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see. She's got competition today.
A little
But
bit on my side.
Stymie the Savage Furry is getting a bottle from me.
Would you believe it?
The Stymie getting. Oh.
Mom wins it, even with the competition out there today. So Mom's going to be getting her bottles.
Yay.
Don't forget, if you're a subscriber, you get better odds for those streamer bundle giveaways.
Oh, yes. Come on. And my giveaway is reopened by the time you hear this message. But Stymie, check your mailbox. Because you're a savage furry.
That's right. Mom, your bottles are in the mail. Hope you win a good deed.
Yay.
One day.
Someday. The best one I've heard, somebody actually got an airship out of one of these one time. That was it. And we don't know whether it came from Jack or myself, but one of our followers actually got an airship out of the streamer bundle. So it is possible.
Floating one above your head?
What's that, Zip?
A floating one above your head?
Yeah, you're too muffled. Get that mic away from your mouth.
I don't know.
Never mind.
Never mind. See, that came out clear.
Mike's jacked up.
All right. Anyway. Yeah, it's just one of them things is we got time to go find duplicate posts, but we don't have time to actually comment on the actual post to say, this isn't going to change. This is the way it is. Sorry. And then you would have not had the duplicate post, which means you probably would have saved yourself a half hour, by just making a 2-second comment than spending a half hour trying to find the duplicate post that you saw sometime a couple months ago. Just saying.
Yes.
Let's talk about some tiny bubbles. Tiny bubbles.
Tiny
He's
bubble.
Don Ho. He's Don Ho.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta find tiny bubbles. Placeable fishing bubbles for POTs.
That's the one.
In Central Bit and many other scenes, you can find bubbles in the ocean near docks that give a higher fishing chance percentage. It would be
Shit.
nice if you could place these in pots too. Wait,
They don't do nothing.
wait. Do those bubbles actually do anything?
No. No, they don't.
Sure.
Yes,
Are
they
you
do.
confident?
You can't stand there for a couple minutes and It just you get like 5%.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
it's-
they really increased the
They-
percentage there, Laz?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you wait till we get to the developer answer on that? But
It
yes,
would be
they
nice if you could
they
place
do
it.
something.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
they're supposed to do something.
Yeah.
Do they? Kind
No.
of like how the celestial system and the position of the stars is supposed to impact crafting. And you remember for how many years people said it actually did something? You remember that?
My understanding was there was one thing put in, and I don't think anybody's ever found it.
Oh. Would probably want to have to limit some pots, blah, 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 blah. Wonder if this is just a bug. I would assume that the water in pots have a chance to have those occasionally in the water in their town. I could not find any in my town's water surface using the saltwater statue. Players being allowed to manually place those in a pot would be very, very, and obviously, for very obvious reasons, bad.
Bad.
Well, I thought there was a random chance as well, but if you go to Central Brit or Kingsport, they are always in the same spot. So I think they are manually set.
Yeah.
Yeah, those might be manually set. I guess it's like everything in the fucking game. It's all manually set. There's no randomization for where things actually occur. Maybe it would be nice if they at least have a chance to show up in a pot water, but no idea if they have tech that could do that or not. I would be happy with a random chance in a pot versus them being placeable. They
Yeah,
are
do
manually placed, and they are not placed in pots because there's no way of knowing whether there might be interfering water lot. I don't know technically if they could be player placeable.
Well, alley-oop, I gotta say, if they were placeable, there is a way of knowing whether they're interfering or water lot. It's called this big green fucking outline when you place the lot. So you won't be able to place it on the lot or over it because of collision. You know, something we have in certain things. First off. Second off, the POT owner who would be placing it would know that there's an existing lot while placing this. So now this is player placeable we're talking about. We're not talking about a random thing that pops up. So yes, the POT owner would know where they were placing it. So as much as I hate to say it, not really a great answer on that one. Sorry.
No. Yeah. Well, how about this?
They don't do nothing.
We call these special fishing locations fishing hot spots.
Yeah,
Hot
right.
spots.
They are a special type of resource node that can affect the loot that avatars collect while fishing. You'll mostly see them in adventuring scenes and in adventure, but sometimes you also see them in NPC towns. There are no plans to add these types of resource nodes as deco for players to place, or are you just hoping to have some bubble effects, deco objects without resource or loot change?
Mm-hmm.
The option to place as deco would be a nice feature, but I totally get why you wouldn't want the resource version being placeable. Oh, thank you for the detailed reply.
Why not?
Though confusing for anglers trying to figure out why they're not getting a bonus. But then after trying again and again, a gator leaps out and drags the fisher into the water or teleports them to another continent. Going through a maelstrom has a tradition.
Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah. So Laz, what's a fishing hotspot supposed to do?
It's supposed to increase your chances for better loot, like the +1 ring that of intelligence that you can get out there. And it's supposed to increase your chances for a trophy fish, I understand, as well. But why we would not place these, what is the word he used?
So
resource
the real question,
loot change.
Laz, the real question would be, does Shroud math support that answer?
3.
I don't think Shroud math actually supports that answer.
I don't spend enough time fishing to know the answers to that, to be honest with you.
Well, if you cast in the same spot all the time, your chances just go down and down and down.
Yes.
So and the bubbles
Actually,
stay there.
that's not quite how it works, Sip. If you stand in the same spot, you can move and still cast into the same spot. It's just where you're standing, you have to move. So you can move to the left or the right and still cast to the same spot to get a change in the number, is my understanding. It's just when you stand in the same spot over and over and over is when that kicks in.
Well, it doesn't seem like it to me.
Well,
If I moved and cast in the same spot, and I get 50% when I'm usually getting, 90 or something like that.
I've never seen a 90% fishing in this game. If anybody else has seen a 90, please enlighten me as to what your stats are for 90%.
Oh,
I've never seen 90%.
20, 130, I don't know. You never seen 90?
90% chance of catching something? Never.
Well, maybe 89, I don't know, somewhere around there.
I don't think I've ever seen anything over 70, to tell you the truth.
Well, your fishing's not very high. You said you don't fish.
Oh, I didn't say my fishing wasn't high. Let's pull up my fishing skills here. Let's see the fishing skills.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see that. I have 125 in fishing. I have 125 in bait recovery. I have 114 in freshwater. I have 120 in fetid water. I have 100 in saltwater, and I have 125 in lava fishing. I have the skills. Just because I don't fish often,
you should be in the 80s. You're not in the 80s?
Don't ever see anything that high.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
You got fishing gear and all that? You got fishing gear and all that stuff?
I got, my bait and my rod.
Cloak and rings. And,
are we going to have to go to the fishing expedition or something like that? And
why? We
do
can
some
just
tests on...
we can just run right down here, but we need to have some bait.
Yeah.
You don't have rings? You don't have cloak?
No, I don't have any of that stuff.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well,
I have a fish finder cloak somewhere.
Yeah. I've never gone out to get that or bought it or won it or whatever you got to do to get them. Let's see. Let's get some bait just as to regular. I mean, I have the PAX rings. I'm just going to grab a couple worms just for giggles and grins.
Oh, thanks, Lily.
Yeah, this isn't my fishing guy, so I can't tell you what I have, but I do know I'm in the high 80s, approaching 90. So, I don't know.
Let's just run down to where the fishing ring has been known to drop.
Hold on. I got to find my fish finder cloak. Where's my fish finder cloak?
That's a streamer cloak?
No.
If anybody has any of that stuff they'd like to donate or sell, hit me up.
Where's my cloak? My extra special fishing cloak. Oh, cloak of the master angler.
That's yeah. That's the one. Give it to Laz. Let's see it go up.
Ew. It doesn't actually increase your skill on as it's reported, but we should go to the fishing expedition.
Nah, I'm going right down here.
No. Go to the fishing expedition.
You can see the bubbles.
Yes.
See the bubbles.
Because my understanding is that most people who got the fishing ring got it right here.
Yeah.
What?
Shroud of the fishing.
What fishing ring?
Yeah, I don't think Lily is ever going to say Tyrion 2024 ever.
Yeah. That goes with the fishing necklace. One intelligence. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Hold on. Let's see.
Most people I know got it fishing off of this pier. But just regular fishing. Let's see what the percentage is.
I'm looking for the bubbles.
72.
At the fishing expedition.
Out there.
So far, I don't see any bubbles out at the fishing expedition.
Yeah, it didn't say they were going to be in the fishing expedition.
I know, but
There's one off the ship when you're on the ship, just to the right.
Yeah, so 72, not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting in the high 80s, approaching 90s. Like I said, I got gear and everything, but not this character is another one. So I can't tell you my numbers.
but I did get to harvest a coconut.
Woohoo! Oh, you're on the island already. You jumped ship.
Shh. I even hit a meticulous collection. Let's see.
There's
Yeah,
me.
so
I'm going.
72 to 68, and then of course I'll do one more out here, and another 72. So 72 seems to be my high right now.
That is hilarious. The
But
meticulous collection gave 0 bonus XP.
meticulous collection for what? Fishing?
A coconut.
Oysters?
Oh,
That's already been bugged.
Huh?
That one's been bugged.
Yeah.
where are you
that's
harvesting
funny.
coconuts?
Fishing expedition?
There are coconut
a-
trees out there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Go to the end of the island. I think there's some bubbles there at the tip of the island.
I didn't know we had harvestable coconuts.
Yeah.
It's a coconut on the ground is all it is.
But I don't see any thanks, Lily. You made me stop my fucking
Oh, Lily's fault.
It actually is. I mean, she canceled my shit. Okay, so I'm going all the way out to the pirate ship. Let's see if we see any bubbles.
Oh, there's one on the pirate ship. You can see it on the right side.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta go off the back of the pirate ship, right?
Huh?
You have to go off the back of the pirate ship.
Yeah, that's towards the back. Or yeah.
There's one on the port side.
Yeah, that's what right is, isn't it?
Left.
Oh, okay.
There's one at the shit. What's the
It's there
right off
though.
the forecastle.
But yeah, you cast in the same spot and your odds just go down and down. So
Well, yeah, that's always been the case.
You know,
Right.
what do you mean rings are
But-
easy? It's easy to catch the ring that you get from fishing. Because in all my time of fishing in this game, I've never once gotten one. And believe me, I've spent a little bit of time. If I had to do it to get those stats.
the one intelligent one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What do you want that for?
So the real question is whether or
Just to
not
have
the
it.
moving actually will change something. So hold on. We'll see in just a second. As soon as this fucking slow as shit waiting game.
What are you trying, Jack?
I'm gonna see if Laz's thing where if you
Oh, move and Nick.
move
I'm pretty
and try
sure
the
you
exact
cast
same
them.
spot.
Yeah.
No, that it as long as you're hitting the same spot, it doesn't matter if you move or not. It just drops.
I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's what it looks like.
we're talking moving. We're not talking one step. We're talking like
Oh no,
I moved
I
a
can
few.
cast pretty far, so I moved way down the thing, and I cast in the same spot, and it's like 50%.
Yeah, it always drops a few percentage.
And I drop few percentages standing in the same place. So I mean,
Well,
that's
probably
the way you're supposed to. It's
Probably both.
So how easy it is to get the fishing rings? That's the question. Where
I
do
got
you
it.
get
I got a
those?
ring and a necklace.
that's all Shroud
I
map,
just lied
dude.
when I got it.
Shroud
That's
map.
like one intelligence. Wow, thanks.
And all I got to say is, fishing sucks. I do not like fishing because it takes forever.
So there's some action, like real fishing, some skill involved, reeling,
Yeah.
that kind of deal. I think that's probably what they were gonna do, but
But the other thing is, what is the actual size of a fishing spot. We also don't know that. Because you can always move your cursor a little bit around a region and have completely wildly different percentages.
About a meter.
Hey,
You mean you
Shroud,
got
yeah.
one of those yearly necklaces there, Zealot?
Okay, but I'm bored
We
of
got one of
fishing.
those also. You want it?
Fishing.
It's got one intelligence also.
Yeah, I think I've fished up a PAX ring at one point in time.
It's not a PAX. It's some stupid gold ring or something.
It's a gold ring,
Golden
yeah.
ring, yeah.
It's a golden ring and a golden necklace.
And,
Yeah,
and the
right.
golden necklace was so rare that it only dropped like one a year.
Yeah, dark blue
Get out of
monkey.
here.
Yeah, no, literally one
Yeah,
a year.
I got it. It's one intelligence. What am I mean, what?
People actually looked at the
Yeah, we just covered that last week.
yeah, they looked at the stats and only like 2 had dropped in the stats
in the last 2 years.
Then they tweaked the math.
So now 2 will drop.
Yeah.
Only 2 dropped?
In the last 2 years, yes.
No, because I got one.
Well, then you were one of the people who got it in the last 2 years.
I don't believe that. I don't have that kind of luck.
The API don't lie.
Yeah.
You have to be in that API, don't you?
No.
Because I'm not.
Public stats. It shows you all the stuff for the region.
I thought, yeah, I know, but I thought it said you have to agree to be counted in it or something like that.
If you want your name visible,
Bridge Troll.
Where is Echo Indas?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Meetings.
When was the last time you saw him in here?
Wasn't he here last week?
No, haven't been here in a while.
Oh, I don't know. Work, probably.
I don't know. I'm PMing him, see if he gets back to me anytime soon. He's dark right now, so. Which is unusual. Usually he has at least a yellow light.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's hit on one more topic, salvaging, because this one makes me laugh.
Salvaging heraldry items does not work, and pattern removers are overpriced. The casks, hatches, and banners all don't salvage, and there may be more. I find this frustrating because the only way to get the pattern back is with a pattern remover, and those are almost as expensive as the original heraldry patterns. If I'm willing to sacrifice the original material, I should be allowed to salvage the item. I don't really understand why pattern removers are so expensive either and can't be crafted in the game. They just restore the item to be ordinary. As an economic example, a cask goes for about 1,800 gold, and a pattern remover is valued at 20,000 gold. It just doesn't make sense at all. Can we at least get the salvage to work, please?
Hey, first off,
Shroud math.
A cask goes for 700 kodos. Hello, kodos.
Yeah.
And a remover, you have 2 choices. You have a 6-pack for 400 kodos or a 12-pack for 800 kodos. Okay, so if you're buying these off of other people, well, the price could be 100,000. The price could be 20 gold. So you're not getting a real value there for.
Yes.
Yeah, a cask goes for 1,800 gold. No, it doesn't sell for gold. Casks sell for kodos, and 1,800 gold for, that just doesn't make sense, Cask. Let me look at that again.
Hey, man. Just because a pattern remover is like 75 cents each.
Yeah. 700 for the cask patterns. 400 for six, count them, 6 removers. So I don't know where you're buying these, Tahuro, but you're probably getting ripped off, first off. And actually, look at this. You're getting actually 6 casks for 700 kodos on top of that. So you're getting 6 casks for 700 kodos, and you're getting 6 removers for 400 kodos. So I don't know where your math. He's really into the Shroud math there because, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I think we might have time to actually get to that next stupid topic because it's not too long either.
Oh,
Because Tina is waiting for it.
Tina wants to talk about a topic.
The last and final topic.
The monetization of zones. Create zones that can be purchased for either $1.99 or $4.99. Naturally, these zones would have to be pretty damn special. We're talking some interesting quests and layouts. Even a non-tradable item, unique item or two. Of course, they couldn't be integral to the game overall. They would need to be completely standalone zones. Castle Atos wouldn't be a good choice, but something like that. I wouldn't be mad if there was a unique gear like special halberd, chestplate that can only be obtained from that zone. Something you can't get anywhere else. With the way equipment works, I'm sure it's easy to make something with unique traits that don't necessarily give an advantage. Of course, this only works if the zones are truly special and given more attention. Segalian, episode 2.
Well, what I'm curious about, Segalian, is this a zone that they charge for access, or is this a zone that a player can add to a town or a dungeon? That's the big question.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridge Troll, right. The big problem is with this that we already paid. Yeah. So you would pay for access for these specialized zones. Yeah, that would be episode 2, 3, 4, and 5, technically. Right now, episode 2 is behind a $20 paywall. And with that, you get the barding skill. Yeah, there's a lot of empty zones out there. Absolutely. Of course, Frost Hill says you're joking, right? I mean, Cora says it sure beats dropping $700 on a town. Yeah.
Yes, and unless we can agree that you should pay people for the goods they provide, then we can't even begin to have a conversation. I noticed that everyone always shouts down any sort of mention of paying anything for a game. I spent thousands of dollars on a custom head in game.
Yeah, that was never delivered. Ditto.
I know people that have spent thousands of dollars on a real life ring that was supposed to be crafted.
Supposedly being delivered, but we have no reports. Bridge Troll, have you gotten your ring yet? I don't think so.
Yeah. Has there been any communication about like your ring, like asking, say, for your ring size?
Oh yeah,
Nopers.
What? Ring size.
Yeah,
So
they're
Lord
not
British,
really
part of the Lord of the Isle bundle was that Lord British would custom make a silver ring for people that purchased that.
custom numbered ring, nonetheless.
Custom numbered, yes.
I thought the face was in it too, wasn't it? Custom
what?
face. Custom face.
The custom head was replaced by everybody receiving heraldry pavers.
We got the Duke throne room.
Oh,
I love we got a custom face. No?
And the heraldry pavers and some other shit.
Rich Troll gave him his wiener size for the ring.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty small.
But like, if we went through like all the things for each of the pledges, like the fact that I'm supposed to also have multiple copies of a signed book by Tracy Hickman and Richard Garriott.
Oh, that didn't come out?
No. We got a PDF.
Pixel crack, Tina. Pixel crack. We know what it is.
Yeah. Yes, there are definitely two different types of player bases. The original player base who paid for everything and the free-to-play players.
Yes.
The free-to-play players significantly do not really represent the population of the people still playing.
Those of us who paid to make the game, let's get that solidified. Not those of us who paid, but those of us who paid to get the game made. Okay, there's a big difference between purchasing a game and just getting a copy of the game, or spending money so that we can bankroll the game, which is what we did. Let's just clarify that we bankrolled this game. So at least we're two of the original backers of bankrolling this game. But you know what time it is, Jack? It's time for us to wrap things up and get the flock out of here.
It's time to sit there and say that Lomir getting a streamer bundle because he's sitting on the set.
Yeah, good.
And then after that, someone's getting a Steam key. But who's getting your streamer bundle first?
Is getting the streamer bundle on my side.
Okay, streamer bundle there. Game key going to, let's see, what game key is it today?
Heva is going to get themselves a game key, and they're going to get themselves a copy of Claire's Cruisin' Cafe. Claire's Cruisin' Cafe.
Oh, the Savage Furry getting the. Wait, do I have Stymie? Yeah, I do have him in Discord. Wave to Stymie. I'm sending the Steam key of Jessica to Stymie because he's the Savage Furry.
And while we're saying goodbye, I'm going to let everybody know that we'll be back here on Thursday.
What? Are we not doing a show tomorrow?
What?
I'm going up to Bike Week tonight. So
okay, have fun with that.
So I'm going to disappear up to Daytona for the day, and then
I'm off on Wednesday.
Wednesday, Jack's off, so I'm going to take that day and go do something else, maybe. And then we'll be back on Thursday. Thank you for my Doritos. Nom, nom, nom. But we'll see you all then. Till then, I'm Laz.
Bye-bye. I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all Thursday.
Letters.